YouTube? Slideways 100 here, man. Just talking about a subject, just around the boxing world. Some people been talking about, been reading articles and stuff about. Some people are saying stuff like the belts, they have no, significance like they did in the past, which I, believe. They do have significance, but they don't have as much significance as they have in the past in boxing. So should they be done away with? Should there be less belts? Do we have too many belts? This video, I want to find out other people's opinions, really. But of course, I'm going to give mine. I feel in every weight division, there should just be one belt. There shouldn't be 4 belts. There should just be one belt in every weight division. That way, we'll have one true champion. And if you want that belt, you got to step up to the champion, which will be the best guy of the division. There won't be 4 different guys holding each belt. You know what I mean? Or one guy with 2 belts and then 2 other belts to 2 other guys. You know what I mean? That'll eliminate that, because if we just have one belt, I feel the best guy in the division will be holding the belt, more than likely. So 4 belts is just too many. I've been thinking about this issue really for some time now, and I don't know why I haven't made a video about it. But I'm making a video about it now. I just think if we have one true champion, I think also that would eliminate some of the ducking and dodging that some fighters are accused of doing. Because if you have any sense of competitiveness and you want to hold a belt at one time in your division, then you got to fight the best guy in the division, which is holding the belt. So that'll eliminate some ducking and dodging to a certain extent, I believe, if we just have one belt per division. If they don't change that up, then you got stuff like people go up in weight divisions and they fight the weakest link. Like Roy Jones Jr., for instance, which was a extremely good fighter at one time. He went up he went up to heavyweight and faced John Ruiz. Now, if I'm currently correct, I could be wrong right now, but I believe Vladimir Klitschko was one of the belt holders of that division, and I believe also was Lennox Lewis. He wasn't going to fuck with any 2 of those guys. He wasn't going to move up and fight any 2 of those guys. He went for the weakest link, which was John Ruiz. Got the belt off of him, vacated it, went back to light heavyweight, and we know what happened for the first time to Roy Jones when he went to light heavyweight. So, when he went back down to light heavyweight after being a heavyweight, we know what happened to him. So, guys will just go up and fight the weakest link, and it traces back to later than that. And I believe Sugar Ray Leonard fought a guy by the name of what's the guy's name? Donny something. Donny Lalonde? Yeah, Donny Lalonde. Sugar Ray Leonard fought a guy by the name of Donny Lalonde at light heavyweight. That was way later in his career, and he fought him at a catchweight. I'm not sure what the catchweight was. I don't want to give false information. I think it was 167 pounds. Could have been 168, but they did fight at a catch weight for the guy Lalonde's title, whatever belt he was holding at the time in the light heavyweight division, whatever belt he was holding at the time. And Sugar Ray won, and he took the belt, and of course he only fought one time at that weight. So he went for the weakest link in that division. There's another example right there. That guy was the weakest link from what I heard in the division. I don't know too much about, I don't know in depth about his era, how all the guys that were holding the light heavyweight belt at that time, what their skill level was. But I just know I heard people saying he went for the weakest link at that time, and just to add another belt on his resume, which looks good. Same thing Pacquiao did, recently when he faced Antonio Margarito for the super welterweight, or whatever you want to call it, junior middleweight belt at 154 pounds. And they fought at a catch weight at 150 pounds. You know what I mean? Now, speaking of catch weights, I just had to throw this in there real quick. I don't think when a belt's on the line, there should be a catch weight, man. If Pacquiao's fighting for the 154 pound belt, you have to fight at 154 pounds. Now, if he doesn't want to come into the ring at 154 pounds, that's his problem then. Don't come into the ring at 154 pounds. Come in at 145, 144 like he did if you want to keep your speed. But you know, Margarito should have been allowed to come in up to 154 pounds. There should have been no catchweight bullshit. Now, catchweight, I can understand it, because when you have a fighter that has become so good in his division, and there's really, like, you know, nobody left the fight, literally, you know what I mean, that would be a very competitive fight. You know, if you fought this person, it wouldn't be that competitive. So you want to fight somebody that's at a higher weight division. I'm all for the catchweight thing. You know what I mean? Sergio Martinez, if you wanted to fight him at a catchweight at 154, that's understandable. But don't put the belt on the line. You see what I'm saying? Don't put the belt on the line. Just fight him at the catchweight just for the entertainment of the fans to see if you can beat the guy or not. You know what I mean? Make it a little bit fair, so I understand that. Have a catchweight to keep it balanced so the guy's not extremely bigger than you, even though he can rehydrate overnight. But when the belt's on the line, you have to fight for the weight weight class that belt belongs to. There can't be no catchweight shit. I think that takes significance away from the belt itself. When there's a catchweight, you're fighting at 150 pounds for a 154-pound belt. Now you're taking the value away from the belt because you're not fighting at the correct weight that the belt belongs to. You're fighting at a catchweight, and I think it's bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Pacquiao, if like I said, if there was one belt per division, then the best guy Pacquiao would have had to face at 154 pounds. And I'm not saying he would have lost. I'm just saying he would have had to fight him. And you know what? Not that Pacquiao would have lost, but I think his team wouldn't have choose to fight the best guy at 154 pounds. They wouldn't even have went for it. You know what I mean? They wouldn't. You know, if I can recall that belt that he was fighting for, it was vacated. Sergio Martinez in 2009 had that belt, and it was vacated. You know what I mean? Now, let's take it back. When Sergio Martinez had the belt, do you think Pacquiao would have faced Sergio Martinez? Pacquiao himself? Yes. Because like I said before in previous videos, I don't think Pacquiao got heart. Pacquiao got heart. I feel he'll step up to a light heavyweight. Honestly, I do. But his team won't let him because they know the risk they know the risk they're taking. So they won't do it. You know what I mean? They won't do it. Hell, I think they might find Andre Berto to be a risk. Honestly. You know what I mean? People like he'll kill Berto. Yeah, I understand that, but I think just for the fact that he's young, he's got speed, he's undefeated, I think that makes a statement to Arum and Roach that there could be a risk there. So if Sergio Martinez still had that 154-pound belt, man, Pacquiao would not be an 8-time World Division title holder. Not because he would have lost to Sergio Martinez, because the fight would have never been made to start with if Sergio Martinez had that belt. The fight would have never even been made. But for the fact that the belt was vacated, they throw a guy in the ring, you know, who's a hell of a fighter. I don't care if he doesn't have any skills. That guy's heart makes him a hell of a fighter. Antonio Margarito. You know, they take a guy like that who's been off for a year and has had one match against a no-name in Mexico, and they say, hey, fight for the 154-pound belt. And they don't even fight at 154 pounds. They fight at 150 pounds. That takes away the significance from the belt right there. So getting back to the topic, man, there should be one belt in every weight class division. I think that's better. I think that eliminates ducking and dodging. And when you're fighting for the belt, you can't fight at a catch weight. You have to fight at the weight of the belt. I think they should make that rule in boxing. If you want to fight at a catch weight, the belt can't be on the line. Also, you got sanctioning fees, which is a bitch. That's running into your pockets. So, I mean, you got sanctioning fees and shit. I mean, like, you know what I mean? That's just, you know, something else to think about. Why do you have all these belts? You know, 4 different belts. Some people are holding belts that people don't even know about. Like, there's a guy named Jan Zavek, if I said it correctly. He's got the IBF belt, you know what I mean? International. He's got the IBF belt, but, you know, not how many people honestly know about that guy? I've seen him fight twice. But how many people know about that guy? And would Pacquiao ever give that guy a shot? You know, it probably might not happen. Will Andre Berto ever get a shot against Manny Pacquiao? For right now, it's not happening. You know, I don't know about next year or the year after, but, you know, or later on this year, maybe, you know, I don't know. But, you know, I don't know. I honestly doubt it. That even after Shane Mosley, that Andre Berto will be the next for Pacquiao. You know, guys that have the welterweight belts won't be able to unify the belt for the fact that they can't even get a match against the other guy that's holding the other belt. So it's like you can't even unify the title. That's another reason that there should only be one belt per division. Because what's the point of having all these belts that I can't even unify them for the fact that we can't get money right, paperwork right, or these other fighters that have the belt straight up don't want to fight us. Don't want to fight the other guy. So it's like you can't unify your belt. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why it should just be one belt per division. See what I'm saying? But yo, man, y'all, I don't want to make this video all long. Y'all leave me comments or whatever. And you know, I really want to know other people's opinions, what you think about it. Agree, disagree, don't really care much about it. You know, just want to see good matches put on, good fights put on, as everybody does. But you know, what you think about the belt situation, man? Slideways 100 as always. Deuces.